Justice with the state investigating agencies now carrying out raids at 8 locations across Srinagar. Help us understand what are these key locations, because as per the reports, Yasin Malik's house has also been raided at this point.
See, this is an important development in the case of the Sarla Bhatt. She was a nurse working at the Sher-e-Kashmir Institute of Medical Sciences, and though she hailed from the Anantnag, South Kashmir, and she was abducted by the JKLF group from the Habba Khatun hostel then in 1990, and for keeping her held, she was held captive for around 4 to 5 days, and then her mutilated body was recovered from the Karanagar in Srinagar, and there was a note that was also recovered from her dead body, which was, as she was labeled as a police informant. As per the JKLF sources, she was giving an info and the tip about the militants or the terrorists being treated at the tertiary care hospital, and the JKLF has been involved in it. In fact, at the time of her burial, the decent burial could not be given to her because her father Shambhunath then was threatened by these terror groups at the time of the insurgency. Now we are seeing that the SIA has reopened the case and the investigation have begun. Today the raid were carried at the multiple locations in central Kashmir. Most of the raids focused at JKLF chief, who's a band outfit now, and he's a jailed leader at present. His house at Mysuma was raided, and the locations of his relatives of Yasin Malik too were raided by the SIA. This tells you that the police as well as the investigating agencies are trying to push to reopen the case, to get the case. That time the justice was denied, and in fact the local government then had to face a lot of criticism for not providing or giving justice to the victims or the family of Sarla Bhatt. Now we see that the one other push is coming up as far as the Sarla Bhatt case of 1990 is concerned. The entire tragedy unfolded in the month of April 99, and since then it's almost been 35 long years when we are seeing the raids being conducted now by the SIA, and it was assisted by the J&K police here in Srinagar to get more evidences. Now in fact many people were questioned, and many evidences are being collected to see what more can be unfolded as far as Sarla Bhatt's case of 1990 is concerned.
Absolutely, Zeenat, at this point in time, what we understand that it's indeed a major push in reopening the case, as you rightly mentioned. But what does this mean for all the Kashmiri Pandits who have faced the atrocities and who are, of course, looking for justice? But few of them are, of course, angry because it has taken more than 35 years for this breakthrough.
See, as we say, justice delayed is justice denied. It's been 35 long years, and now the case has been reopened. It's seen as a ray of hope for the people who too have been the victim of violence in Jammu and Kashmir, that the police has finally pulled up the socks, the investigating agencies have pulled up the socks and help these victims to provide them some kind of relief or justice to the families. The way we see that the Sarla Bhatt's case has been reopened by the state investigating agency, the case of 1990, which had captured the headlines then, but because of the threats by the terror outgroups, many remained silent or mum as far as the details of the case are concerned. We are seeing that the JKLF chief, the band outfit by the MHA, is already facing multiple charges, and he is lodged at the Tihar jail. Is it a step towards execution of Yasin Malik, that the police has built up more cases, more investigations? That only the time will tell. But yes, it has pinned hopes it is giving an edge to the victims who have faced the violence in the Kashmir Valley. When we see the cases like Sarla Bhatt, she was then a 27-year-old nurse who was picked up by the goons of JKLF from the hostel of Sher-e-Kashmir Institute of Medical Science, where she was working, and she was labeled as an